I know. Hello, not hump day. I can't go. It's hump day anymore because it's not. We have a new time. You know what it is? You know what it is. Friday Eve.
Yup.
Yes. Welcome to Thirsty Thursday Trivia. Oh, wait, no.
No,
that's not this show. That used to be on this time slot, but
Yeah.
that has moved later to evening, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
woohoo.
There you go. Just
That's
for
a
you,
free
Scott. That's a
plug.
free plug for you. Anyway, welcome, everyone. Yes, this is our new day and time. So Thursday, 7 p.m. for PKAT Chat. You've made it like 90% through the work week, and we're here to give you that little motivation you need to make it one day more. Yep. One more day to revolution. We will nip it. Oh, sorry. Les Mis. I got a little Les Mis
Okay.
carried away.
Okay.
Anyway, so yes. If you're here for the replay, make sure you hit that hashtag replay. We do appreciate it. Also, try to like and subscribe if you are not a subscriber and share it out. And we appreciate all that.
Mm-hmm.
So let's go ahead and get started. I guess, I haven't done it in a while, and I guess I should for anybody that's new here, but I am one of your hosts, Ryan, my wife, Melinda, and the other part of PKAT is on the other side. We have Christine and CJ.
Yo.
Hi.
Sorry I'm late. I was still on a Wednesday schedule.
That's right, still on the Wednesday schedule.
Hey, I did some fact-
Sorry.
I did some fact checking, and since we're 4 or 5 days out of the week, it's actually 80% complete, not 90. Sorry.
Oh, okay, sorry. I have been corrected by Ted Mosby.
That's right.
I mean,
Bazinga.
Bazinga.
That's okay. We love you for that, CJ. We love you for that. Got to be accurate. I get it. I'm with you 100%.
Or at least 99.
Or at least 99. Or on a Thursday, 80%.
There you go. That works.
Unless you call in on Friday, then you're sure 100%.
True. Very true.
I wish.
I wish. Not happening in my world.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's go into the chat and let's give some big welcomes. First up, yo, Brooklyn in the house.
What's up, Eddie?
Hey, Andy.
Brooklyn in the house.
Welcome in. And then the man who's everywhere.
God.
That's right. I know, right? The spot feels new because it's not Thirsty Thursday trivia right now.
I
I'm
know.
still thirsty, though.
I know. I am thirsty. Here, let me have some thirstiness.
Speaking of,
Maybe we should do a cut. Let's, in Scott's honor, maybe we'll whip up a cocktail each Thursday.
Ooh,
The beginning of the show. We'll cheat. It worked for Josh Gates during the COVID era when he had to do that show. So maybe we can do it.
Yep. And we have the Carnival Cruise Addicts, Chris and Liz, coming in.
Hello there.
All right, and we got more people watching, but not so many chatting, which I get it. If you're on a TV, you got to do it. You can't do it. Well, technically, you can do it. You got to link this and then do this, but then that's a whole nother world of problems and
it's like,
struggles.
hi, Mom. Hi, Dad. I'm pretty sure they're watching it on TV.
I know, right? Yeah. Hi, Mom. Hi, Dad.
Hi there,
So-
Mom. There, Dad. My mom and dad are in the middle of the ocean somewhere.
They're in Italy.
Oh, they're in.
actually.
I think they're in Italy right now. Actually,
Oh, are they?
yeah,
I wouldn't doubt it. They're always on a cruise somewhere exotic.
They are. They are.
The joys of being retired.
Yeah, why can't we do that now?
I know.
Yeah.
All right. Well, so let's talk. We are in a new month, which means we are switching gears again, and we are back in the camping world.
Not literally.
We're not
Not
in camping
literally.
world. That's a retail store. Yeah.
True.
We're at home.
But we figured, since we're getting closer and closer, especially in Florida, to the lovely warm season, shall we say?
It's approaching.
Yes. We're going to talk a little bit about beating the heat when you're out there camping. So we've got a poll up there. So make sure you get in there and you vote.
Oh, it's on the poll.
Vote,
I'm gonna bring it
vote.
up on my phone.
And so we'll just get into the thick of it. So
You guys want to start with your ideas of staying cool? What you guys do?
Clothing optional.
wow, we're gonna right there. We're not gonna
Right
ease
there.
into that at all.
No. Well, because Florida has the most nudist neighborhoods and communes in the country, so we might as well go right there.
Okay.
Right to it. Clothing
Okay.
optional.
Well, there you go.
All right.
Clothing optional.
Show's
But
over.
more-
There you go.
We're done.
So,
Thanks for watching, everybody.
Appreciate it. See you next week.
Well,
But
when you're talking RVs, so let's talk travel trailers and RVs.
Yeah.
Obviously, one of the biggest things is your air conditioner.
Woohoo! Air conditioner is life.
it
Yes.
is.
Yes.
So make sure you service and maintenance regularly. Clean those fins. It's a good time
Yeah.
to do it after the New Year so that you're ready here for us for this quarter where it gets hot.
I have no idea how people like tent camp in the summer months.
Yeah.
I mean, we've done it, but oh my gosh,
Yep.
I can't do that anymore.
Yeah. No,
That's
definitely. But when we're focusing on the whole, use of the AC, I think you hit the nail on the head there, CJ. Proper maintenance, because what you don't want to happen is to have all the buildup with the dust and lint and stuff like that, and then it jams your AC, and now you're in thousands of dollars worth of repairs, all because you didn't do regular maintenance on cleaning out the filters and things like that.
Yeah.
So,
And you only got to do it once a year. I mean, it's getting on the roof to
Twice.
blow out the fins with some air.
Twice a
Depending-
year,
and-
I think.
but-
Eric.
Oh, thanks. Thanks for
Yeah.
the balloon.
Yeah, twice a year. I think you're supposed to check in your maintenance of your.
It really depends on your usage. Now, if you're in it, 3-4 weekends or more, then that 2 isn't even enough. Then you got to do something. Then you talk about quarterly. But weekend warriors of our nature, we're probably okay once a month. We don't tend to go out into the Dust Bowl once a year, once annually. But twice, at the end of the season is not a bad idea either.
You're supposed to clean up on the roof twice a year and clean out your filters inside every time you go camping.
Well, yeah, we're talking about the outside right now, though.
That's technically the rule of thumb.
Yeah, the inside stuff we do at least once a month.
Well, we don't have air filters anymore.
Well, not anymore, but on the original one,
We have central air now.
We duct air,
Duct air, yeah.
conditioning.
Ooh.
But on the original camper, that rest in peace.
yeah.
We did clean those monthly, at least,
Definitely.
and it made all the difference in the world. It really did.
Absolutely. And I think one of the other things when you're thinking AC is being strategic when you run it as well. Like if you're going to be in the trailer all day, well, yeah, then be running it on, low or high. But if you're going out somewhere, or you're going for a hike, or don't leave it just straining. Try to conserve power and conserve the wear and tear on the hours of use.
True.
If you're not going to be in there, you don't need to chill down an RV for 6 hours if you're going to be hiking for 6 hours.
Right.
True.
So,
And that
Unless you
depends.
can-
And your ability to do that effectively is also going to be governed by whether you're thermostat controlled AC or just, a traditional slider on-off high-low switch. But you're right. If you're going out to
the thermostat, we don't have that. We just have on or off.
Correct. Yeah, ours has a thermostat, and when it gets 2 degrees higher than our thermostat is set to, that's when the cycle kicks back on. But even then, when we do that, we leave it on low. It might be on high when we first get somewhere to cool down quick, but then and the rest of our a 3-night week or a 3-day weekend or 4-day weekender, unless it gets really blasting hot and we need some relief, most of the time we leave it on that low, same temperature we do in the house, at home. To conserve. Again, like I said, it's everything's got a finite life in the world, and so no reason to put it out in 1 year.
Definitely, yeah. And we've got Eddie saying he'd be doing that monthly to do the maintenance.
Yeah. That's one thing you can't live without in the summer months.
Yep, and AC will run constantly. Yeah. If you're in there for most of the time, or it's just really, really blasted hot. I mean, there've been a couple of camping trips last summer that we did that was so blasted hot. We're like, you know what? We just don't feel like going anywhere. It's that hot. So,
I mean, I don't know. Maybe it's because I'm more Floridian than all y'all, but I don't go camping to sit inside the air conditioning. I like sleeping inside the air conditioning. But really, when you're camping, you sit outside and enjoy nature. Yeah, it's too hot to go on a hike. Sometimes it's even too hot to go kayaking or
Yeah.
even swimming for that matter.
Yeah.
True.
However,
Yeah.
if you have a good fan, a good chair, bring your blender with you, make up some margaritas, and bring a little drinking pool.
Well, now you're jumping ahead into the
You're
next segment.
A-okay.
Right. We're getting there. We're getting there.
Well,
though.
you jumped in with the whole no clothes thing.
Well, we got a few more people that have come in, so let's say hi. So, hello, Obsessed with Horror. Thanks for coming in.
You.
No,
We just linked up a couple of days ago
Welcome to
through
the party, pal.
good old Tuber Chat and Kevin. So, and yeah, that's true. Eddie did grow up in that Miami Beach area.
He's like lived in New York and Miami
Well,
and Georgia. Like he's lived everywhere.
Yeah.
And
he's been
Eddie's
everywhere,
probably,
man. He's been everywhere. All right.
Eddie probably had, a lot used to the heat too. But I was talking about from the four of us,
Yeah.
I here 46 years.
Yep. Now, since we're still inside, before we get to our outside stuff, there are a couple of other things that we do. Let's say we don't want to run the AC because, yeah, it's hot, but it's not that hot, and we can deal with it. So Mel and I have a couple of things that we use. We've got just the $20 white box fan,
Which is awesome.
awesome, that just helps move the air around.
Yep.
Inside. So, and if you're watching, just check the description if any of this stuff, applies to you or you want to look at it, because I do have a couple of links to the Amazon stuff that we'll be talking about. So the box fan was one of them, very cheap. It started, CJ, as our fan for woodwork in the summer.
Yeah, I remember.
In the garage.
Yeah, I can't take my woodworking fan. It's a 48-inch
I was
monster.
going to say, that thing's bigger than the door.
Exactly.
I think you would blow the nature away.
I would. I created my own dust bowl.
Yeah.
We also use Skylight inserts. I made mine, but you can buy them as well.
Yep, and Mel and I bought ours, so yeah, there's a link to that. But it's got like foil on one side, foil lining on one side to repel the heat. It's
And
about
those are awesome, especially
3 or
when you want
4
to
inch
sleep in,
thick.
too.
Yeah, so we put them. We have 2 of them, one in the bathroom that opens up for airflow, and then one right over the bed, which hits us in the eyes. So yeah, when we want to sleep in, or we want to try to cool it down, then those go up to block that excess sun and retain the coolness because of the insulation.
I even keep those in when we store.
Yeah.
We did too. The ones when we made custom ones so that we had a matching cloth pattern with our motif. And Christine.
Hey, each your own. Yes.
Yeah, and it's the old styrofoam that Larry gave us when he moved. That your dad gave us. That, craft stuff. At first, and we're like, this would be perfect. It's 3 inches thick. It'll fit in there just perfect.
I'm pretty sure he'll appreciate that.
Yeah. Reuse, reduce, and recycle.
Yep.
We're still using that for things.
Yeah.
And then the other thing that Mel and I bought, well, to take a step back, all of our windows except one have blinds and shades. So that's going to help. That's going to help as well.
There's another thing that I've seen them do. They put some kind of foil up.
I was just about to say.
Yeah.
I was just about to say, I learned a new tip that people are saying is much cheaper than buying the foil. Take a sunshade like you put in your car.
Yeah.
Cut it to the size of your window, and bam. Now, not only do you have blackout shades, but they're also heat resistant.
Right.
Yep. There you go.
And I know you guys have your big window.
Yeah. But for the most part,
that's not too bad. It's got a thicker shade for that particular
shade.
one.
It keeps the light pretty much out.
Yeah, and it's tinted.
We have made a custom shade for our big window too because we didn't like the way our blinds.
Yeah, in our first one, but the current one doesn't have that.
Yeah, Eddie hates the heat.
I hate the Miami heat too.
And then we got Obsessed with Horror. The last time he camped out, terrible leg cramp, woke you up, almost made me scream.
Oh, well, that's because you were in a tent. You should try.
Oh man, yeah.
You gotta do
Come
it
try
right.
an RV with us. We promise.
Yeah.
Your screams of horror will not be from a light cramp. They'll be from
Yeah.
They'll be from other things.
Yeah.
Excellent. Oh, welcome in. We got Yoda's Blessed Life that came in.
Oh.
Welcome in.
Hello.
Hello.
And then we've also got It's a Cruise Life. Welcome in.
Hey,
Hey.
Thank you.
Welcome, foolish mortals.
Not
Wait,
Yeah.
what's that? No, that's Heat, CJ.
No, oh, my bad.
Oh, I have another good tip for summer months for inside. Believe it or not, you know those fancy all season comforters like you get at a hotel
Yeah.
are great for in the summer and in the winter. In the summer it keeps you cool, in the winter it keeps you warm.
Yep. Very good. Very good. I know the last thing that Mel and I got, now this was specific to our rig just because of the unique design of our door. But the entrance door had smoked glass, but it was open. So when lights are on inside, everybody could look right in and
Ryan could move the neighbors.
I can moon the neighbors.
See, I'm the only clothing optional person.
And then the other thing is in the morning, depending on which way our rig is sitting and where the sun is, that sun comes right into the bedroom.
Yeah.
So we got, it's on here, foldable window shade cover, Velcro that I could cut to length. And I got one that was already specifically designed for the dimensions of that door. And so now it flips up. So it Velcros to be a blackout shade. And then when we want light, we can just fold it up a couple of times and lets light in. So again, an added benefit. It was just a weird design that one didn't have any kind of shade on it. It was,
You know, I
just weird.
agree. That was weird. It's like if you're going to put a window in the door, either they're built in, like ours in our new one, or you just don't have a window in the door, like our original one.
Yeah.
It's kind of weird
Right.
to get that one spot, in it.
Got a couple people
Yeah.
I think came in. early.
Woohoo! Look who made it in!
Hey.
And indeed,
Hello there.
the Cape, the spectacular super supporter / super mod, super everything, which we are going to awesomely be able to hang out with. We're looking forward to that. I have to look at
That's
the calendar. It's July
July.
and Disney Springs.
I sent invites to everybody.
Yeah.
It's on our calendar.
So
Yeah.
It is on our calendar.
speaking of parental units,
Oh,
Oh,
hey, Larry.
Hello.
Hello.
it is
Papa.
Melly's daddy.
Hello, Daddy-O.
There she goes. I came flying in. Super Denny's. Oh, awesome. All right. So let's see here. The other thing that we have do we have anything else for the interior?
Interior,
I mean,
don't cook inside.
Yeah, when it's super hot. Yeah.
avoid stovetop cook because you can still microwave any day, any temperature.
Yeah.
But do try
Air
to
fry.
avoid, air fryers. They put out a smidge of heat, but nowhere like a propane stovetop cooking. So that's
Yeah.
something to consider. How you're going to cook, what you're going to cook.
Make
Uh,
sure
Not everybody has the grills outside and stuff, so you have to keep that in mind.
Yeah.
Here's another thing. I would call it an inside thing. Most of the year, we bring for dessert s'mores and stuff because we're usually going to sit around the fire. But in the summer, we get dumb ice cream.
We get ice
cream.
Drumsticks.
Drumsticks.
Drumstick.
Yes, the drumstick ice cream. That helps. That helps.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ryan and he brought homemade ice cream the last time we went
To Helen.
We did
Nice.
not touch it because we were so cold.
So freaking cold.
So what did you do? Just leave it in the truck bed to freeze?
We left it in the freezer.
Yeah. But yeah, we could have left it outside. We got the right one.
Oh, wait.
Welcome in, Cheryl.
Do you
Hey,
want
No.
feel it down and go?
Boom.
And I got that song for my short. I don't know if you saw or the short I put up, but I made a little new Taco Tuesday thing. And I guess Jeremy and Cheryl liked it so much that they didn't wait a week until I was thinking they were going to do it like next week, but they did it now, and it's the chicken banana song. But I was like, chicken burrito,
Yeah.
chicken burrito.
He was so
Chicken
proud of it. He
burrito,
woke me up to show
burrito.
it to me.
I did. I woke her up. I tried to get her to get in, and she was like, I'm not feeling it today. I was like, can you at least slap the tortilla down? Because they like how you slap the tortilla down. So she slapped the tortilla
You woke
down.
her up? Were you cooking this thing at 3 a.m. or something?
No, he
No,
woke me
I did video edits after dinner.
And then
Oh,
you
And then I showed it to her at the end because I was like,
oh, so she was already in bed for the night. Okay, that
yeah,
makes
she's in bed for the
Like-
night. So, but yes.
Wait, there's some comments.
Wait, are there? What do we got here? We got hey share. We got people saying hi to everyone. Yeah, Danny said it's that it's so funny that clip. Then we got people saying hi.
Controversial.
Oh wait. Uh-oh. Okay. All right. I'm gonna have to watch it then, Scott, because he supposedly appropriated some clips over the last week.
Some blackmail clips.
It feels like they're all laughing at it. Chicken burrito. I gotta roll the R's. Arre. And that's more like Hockenaloogie. Sorry, Eddie. I just can't do it.
Yeah. Don't be spitting on the
3
screen.
years of Spanish.
Doesn't mean I can speak it. Oh, Jeremy's in.
Hey,
Hey.
It's
Jeremy.
the
wait.
same one. We just get to play it twice. Yeah.
Do you want a bandana?
I want a burrito.
What are we gonna do with you?
Yeah.
That's what I was about to
I don't
say.
know. I don't know. All right. Anyways, I digress.
So camping.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Danny, you're supposed to be Superman. You're supposed to reel me back in.
Yeah.
Good luck
But
with
anyway,
that.
camping. So a couple
How
of
do
the
you-
other things that we use. Again, if it's one of those where it's kind of hot, but it's not like hot enough to keep things going. And I think CJ, you guys started it first with the car camping, and that's the little fans, the like USB battery operated
Oh,
fans that you can kind of hang around a little bit.
Those are amazing. Super cheap. If they're
Those
not
are
on our
cruise
list,
fans.
we need to get them on there. They're great.
They're like
I mean,
$14 for
They,
the
yeah,
big one.
they were cheap. Yeah, I mean, I wish I'd gotten the big one like Christine's, because obviously size matters. And sorry, I had to throw that in there. But
Burrito. Sorry, burrito, not burrito. I got it. Burrito. Sorry, I digressed again. Go ahead, CJ.
wow, how's that ADHD medicine?
That's what I said to him the other day.
Wow, damn. But I don't even know what we're talking
We're
about now.
talking about
Oh,
We're talking about the little battery operated rechargeable fan.
yeah, bigger is always better. Yes. Now, even though we have duct AC system in the new camper, we happen to have a shelf right above the bed. So these fans are not only USB rechargeable, they have a light built into them, but the base of hers has like a fat alligator clip that opens up about 2 inches wide, and that fits right on the shelf and points right down on on us in the bed. And if you just run a USB cord to the USBs in the camper, boom,
Yeah.
runs all night long, no problem.
It's like being at home with the ceiling fan on.
It's almost like a little baby ceiling fan.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
And
a
we-
good portable fan is important.
Yeah.
And-
We
and
use
I-
it a lot
Mhm.
as well. Just because, like you said, it's like a portable ceiling fan. Even though we've got the AC blowing, sometimes you just need that
You need
extra little
movement.
air movement.
I don't know
Circulation.
about that. I get the direct airflow of the AC.
Well, you
So
block it from me.
Well, maybe you're sleeping on the wrong side of the bed. Have you thought about that?
She's the one who decided which way we were laying.
Oh,
Free delay.
And so because of that, I used my alien tape to put my CPAP shelf. And now that's there. So there's no switching to the other side now.
yeah, we get
You
to
like-
alternate occasionally when she lets me.
He likes to be on the inside so he doesn't have to get out the peach.
Yeah. She gets up the
Oh.
beach all the time.
I mean, I guess there's a trade-off for that. Sure.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
He likes being on the outside because
Well,
he
my
can
leg
stretch out.
because
But
otherwise
every
I
hour
can't.
he's got to get up to take out the Christine.
I do have to take out the Christine every couple hours. Yeah, it's true. But I'm 6 foot. I am the tallest in the group, and honestly, if I sleep on the inside, quote unquote, even though we have a 3/4, or we have we don't just have a hop in bed. We do have space to walk around ours. There is a shelf that I will kick all night long if I'm sleeping on the inside and wake myself up. So.
Yep.
Yeah.
And honestly, I think the other reason why we chose the way we chose is because we have that window on the other side. So if we flip around, I don't really have a good place to put my shelf because that window is right where the shelf needs to be.
Good point. Yeah.
So,
but
I cannot wait to see that, Danny. So she made a burrito one and sent it to Jeremy, and he said he's going to play it tomorrow.
Oh my gosh.
Nice.
Oh my God.
I can't wait.
If there's a burrito with a banana head sticking out and chicken wings flapping on the side,
I'm happy because I didn't want him to get copyright. So I literally beatboxed and then modulated it post-production and slowed it down and picked it up and then did the other stuff on top of it. So
will the real Slim Shady, will the real Slim Shady please stand up? Thank you.
Right?
Yeah.
All right.
So that takes care of inside stuff.
Besides fans, what are some more creative ways that we stay cool?
It's not a recommended one, but you could leave the freezer open.
Okay.
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 As long as there's no food in it, that is.
I guess that's true.
But it's not recommended. You're gonna burn more than it's worth. It just sounded good up,
It did sound good up there.
But
I say bring a kiddie pool, but
let's move outside because I think we can be inside.
Here's the thing about kiddie pools. You got to find out first. Most state parks won't let you bring the pool.
Same with the state forest.
But the forest will let you bring the pool and plenty of other places.
Forest. One of them does, one of them doesn't. I don't remember which.
So you got to figure out where you're going if it's allowed or not. But the kiddie pool, especially here in Florida at the forest, it's a thing. Everybody's got their little kiddie pools out.
You see that.
You stick your feet in it. You can sit in it and drink in it. You can tan in it.
That's assuming drinking is allowed at the particular park you're in.
People at the park anyway.
Check your rules and regulations. But we're not promoting naughtiness.
No, we're not promoting
That's right.
Well, not that kind of
bring your
naughtiness.
blender and make a smoothie then.
Yeah.
That's right.
Smoothies.
Nobody can in this cup. That's why it's not see-through.
But yeah, so when we move to the outside, that's definitely one of the ideas. Again, the fan, if you've got a rig that's got outlets on the outside.
Yep.
Now, we took it a step further, and Mel thought I was crazy when I suggested it at first. But then after we experienced the joy of said fan being there, she has since recanted that statement. And you guys know. But if anybody else is interested, it's not just for RVing too. It's actually for outside pool decks. But we got a what's it officially called, babe?
Is it a hydro?
Oh, it's the Lasco Misto Outdoor Misting Blower Fan. Say that 4 times real fast.
How about can we just call it a hydro fan?
Sure, it's a hydro fan that also has some built-in chiller to it. So you can hook it up to a hose and get mist blowing, which is what we did during some of the hot times when we're having our pool parties. We want that mist blowing across the top of the pool while we're in there, because the way my pool sits, that pool can get up to like 90 degrees, which then becomes not so fun in the summer.
True.
But that blowing mister really helps. And so what we do is we bring that with us, and we don't hook it up to water, but we bring that for the extra fan and the slight chiller that's built into it to blow that cool air crosswind across the campsite.
I wonder if we could hook it up to like a keg.
Listing beer.
Yeah. An alcoholic.
We probably could.
That'd be a good time. We've done crazier things in that pool.
True. Hey, Kevin, thanks for coming by.
Hey, Kevin.
Welcome in.
You know what? Send me your address and I'll send you some alien tape.
Has he never heard of alien tape? That stuff is the bomb.
He has. We were joking. We were joking in his live the other day because I told him about a month ago, and he's like, "It's in my Amazon cart, but I haven't put an order in, so he hasn't ordered it yet."
That stuff
I placed an order this morning.
Yep. And then we got Ron. Thanks for coming in, Ron.
Welcome, foolish mortals.
I'm on buttons today.
Yep, she's on buttons today.
Sorry.
Oh, I do have a new a new word prompt in here if it works, and that is hashtag onward. So it should. That's.
I wonder who says that all the time.
I know, I say it all the time, so it's me. But if you guys want to come up with a one-word thing and a little funny saying, we can do that. But yeah, if you type in hashtag onward, if it works correctly, you should get a little note. Maybe. If it works.
Hold on, I gotta do that.
It works!
Who did it?
Ron did. Oh, now Danny's doing it. So, yep, always take the scenic route. You might get lost, but at least the view and the snacks will be worth it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. We always make sure the snacks are worth it.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, all right. So something else is actually what you guys got as a birthday combo present this year.
Yeah.
I know.
Yes.
From your best buds.
From our best. You get a heart because you're my best bud.
I only got to use it one time so far.
Yes, but it was beautiful using
That's
it.
right. We're going to be camping in a week and a half. I'm sure you'll use it.
Yeah.
Hand gestures, turn on reactions. Yeah. Oh, look now. Something's trying to tell us how to make that work, but it doesn't.
It's not
It
working.
doesn't work for us. We're not that cool. It's okay. Oh well.
You broke it.
We broke. We broke StreamYard.
We
It's
broke
okay.
it.
Oh, there's Ron. Chicken burrito. Chicken burrito. See, everybody does it.
Ryan, maybe you should make chicken burritos on this camping trip coming up.
You know what? Maybe we should do chicken burritos. I made it crock potty. I actually took the chicken breast and did it all crock potty this time.
Well, that doesn't put out too much heat in the camper cooking.
No, it doesn't.
That's another good. That's an inside tip. Sorry.
Yeah,
I digress. That's right.
but
Oh, my battery.
is that? Oh, you don't have us plugged in? Is that what the problem is?
Hold
Wow.
on.
While they're experiencing technical difficulties, what we're talking about, they received
There we go.
sunshade.
Sorry, my laptop about died.
I'm glad you're back. So they got a sunshade for their awning,
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
courtesy of this side of the house.
I don't know if I have a photo
Yes,
of it.
and it is very, very cool. We were, wondering at first like how difficult the install will be, and the difficulty of the install was exactly 0 difficulty.
So
Because
I'm so pleased because that's how it was advertised.
yes,
Oh, wait.
yeah. Can
Yeah,
you
we
get in
can
there?
see it just
Yeah,
barely.
that's a good shot. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
But
Does it
Basically-
go straight up for you guys when you put your awning away, or do you have to take it down?
we have to take. There's a zipper
Okay.
that we have to unzip, and we just leave about 1.5 feet worth of it.
Okay.
But basically, on the awning, RVs, they have, a cylindrical plastic inner, thing that it's connected to that
A
it
roller.
rolls up in.
Called the roller.
Now, in there's like 4 or 5 channels that are built in all the way across. And basically, you feed it from one side and you just literally feed it through the roller.
Yeah.
And boom, that was it.
It was 5 minutes.
5 minutes,
Nice.
if that.
Very cool.
And then it's got a zipper that unzips, and the zipper parts are on the bottom, and there's just about 1.5 feet or 2 feet overhanging that will roll up in the awning, so you can keep that there.
Yeah. So you're not rolling up.
You're not-
next.
Yeah, you're not installing though and uninstalling per use, which
No.
is
No,
That's-
it's
I
So-
really
once and it was done. And then it does have stakes, so you can either have it hang straight down if you're in a smaller site, or you can stake it out to give yourself more of a
Yeah, look, it's slant.
slant, if you will. But it's mesh, so you can still see out of it, but it's enough of the reflective fabric to give you that shade and a little bit of coolness underneath your awning. So
And privacy a little bit.
yeah, a little privacy too. So it's very nice, very nice.
that's a definite outside trick to beat the heat.
Yes.
And I really would like to investigate into one for our camper. However, we do have something a little different that we got from the start when we started car camping. We have a 1-man pop-up screen house.
12 by 12.
12 by 12 screen house. It takes like
That
two-
thing's cool too.
Yeah.
2 seconds. It comes with all fully screened. It also has shades to
Privacy shades.
privacy
Yep.
or cool off certain sides.
Yep.
And it's got a hook inside so we can hang our fans up
Mhm.
from the top
Yep.
to make it like a
Yep.
ceiling fan. Not only is this great for beating the heat, But it's also great for the Florida bugs.
Yeah, keeps the bugs.
Yes.
Now,
To say that
nothing
thing
else-
that thing was amazing when we were in Mayaca last year to keep
Yeah.
all those
Yes.
flies.
Yeah, it's
Yep.
a lifesaver when it comes
Yep.
to mosquitoes and no-see-ums.
Yep, and we used it to dodge the rain with the bikes and stuff when
Yep.
we were at the caverns that time too.
Yep.
So yeah, we'll that's
We'll
definitely
probably bring
when
that
we're
with our
doing more than
camping
just an
trip.
overnight or a 2-night. When we're staying for like a good 3-nighter and it's worth setting it up and staying it up, even though it is a breeze to put up and such.
Yeah,
We'll bring that back out maybe to Mayaca this time.
yeah.
To say I think my favorite part of it is the fact that there's only those 2 poles at the entrance. The rest of it is all built in, and it's literally just pop.
Yeah.
And it pops
Yeah,
into place.
it's all built. The tension is all built into itself. It was a really cool design. That's by Vevor, Vevor, and they have a lot of great camping stuff.
And much more, too.
and even and more home stuff. That they've got a really diverse line of products. So we should get that added to our store at some point.
But I must say, it really is.
Yeah.
It fit all of our chairs, a table, and 2 coolers that one weekend.
Yep.
Yep. It was good.
Good, yeah.
I like it. But yeah, so like you guys talking about the fan. So I also use that portable fan that we have inside over there by the grill too, because like you guys had mentioned with yours having that light built in.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
When we're cooking at night, I have the fan that's blowing some heat because we know even in Florida, it's still 85, 90 degrees at 8, 9 o'clock at night.
Certainly can be.
Mhm.
And so I have that light on to give me light on the grill, the propane
The
griddle
outdoor.
outside,
Yep, the outdoor grill.
with a little bit of fan going as well, since I'm there in the heat. So and then I think our favorite thing is the cross breeze, where we have the chiller one at one angle, then we bring the box fan out at the other angle, and we have a nice cross breeze going through underneath our awning. Peach's favorite spot is in the 0G chair with your ears flapping from the fan blowing on her.
Now you mentioned about having power on your rig for this stuff. If you're in a campsite that's not a boondock, you very likely can take the same power for these types of things from the shore power system.
Yeah, just bring your extension cord.
Bring an extension cord. But 90% of shore power hookups for campers spots, not only do you have the 1530 amp, but they also have at least one, if not 2, standard household 110 outlets. And so you run an extension cord with a 3-way at the end, and you can get all this stuff going in that way too. So if you are tent camping, like some of our amazing supporters or super supporters, you can still get that breeze. Even during the day, I'd put it in the tent, let everything blow the air out and stuff, and keep it from getting stale and stagnant in there if I was tent camping.
And speaking of not for nothing, but they talk about their hydro fan. Don't discount just bringing a mister with you, because those same poles with the electric have a water soffit.
Have a water
So
spigot.
just spigot, soffit, whatever you want to
A
call it.
soffit's on her roof.
Hook up your mister, sit outside, and enjoy that cool mist.
In your drinking pool with your
pool,
margarita.
with your lemonade.
Sorry. Lemonade in your optional clothing area.
Your bathing suit,
suit.
guys.
Yes, bathing suits, but that's all. It's really the way to build it.
It just makes you stay hydrated as well.
And of course,
yes.
Again.
I even have some more tips from back like band camp days when we sent the kids camp. We used to freeze grapes and then give the kids frozen grapes as snack.
Yep. It's a good
way to cool off.
you down.
Originally, some of us moms, before Desi joined and we knew about the cooling rags, we used to take washcloths and freeze those and bring them to cool the kids' necks. Yeah. And then we learned about the cooling rags. Mm-hmm. So you could always get that too. Mm-hmm. Or the gator guards, that's meant for cooling as well.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Absolutely. All right. So what else do we have?
Well, when you're planning your trip, or take a moment to Google Earth your site. See what kind of tree coverage you really have, because there's always some form of photo. Well, there's always some form of photo that we found generally speaking, when you're looking to book a camping site, again, this is not boondocking. That's a whole nother world. This is, whether it's an RV park or a state park or other, organized facility. But Google Earth down and see what kind of shade you really might get. Just because you've got a tree next to your site doesn't mean you're going to get any shade.
Yeah.
We look at Jonathan Dickerson Park down on the coast. Beautiful park, reasonable privacy between most sites based on their foliage, but nothing tall enough to provide any kind of break from the sun.
Mhm.
So nonstop, you're getting beat down. And so, of course, we picked sites based on where sun was coming up and sun was coming down, so we could plan our orientation. Sounds a little nerdy, but if you don't want the sun blasting you in the morning, or if you're going to be chilling in the evening, you don't want it blaring you in the eyes as it goes down at night. You got to plan your trip and your spot availability accordingly, and that'll save you some headache too.
Definitely. And that's good to keep in mind if you're going to be camping in the summer, especially if you're tent camping or something like that. Yeah, your site location might be more of, okay, what's the one that gives me 100% shade? And at least in Florida, a lot of the state parks have an estimated percentage of shade for that particular spot, which is super handy.
Right.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
Very true. As long as like that one park where we got there and the tree was in the damn middle of our site.
yeah, that's a problem.
At least you had shade.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, or you look at the site and you think, okay, this is the way to orient it, and then you get to said site and you're like, wait, no, we need to orient this way.
Yeah.
No, not that way, this way. No, I'm just going to pull in this way. And then you realize, okay, technically the site was catty cornered and I pulled in straight. We're talking when we went to Manatee Hammock, that if we would have come in on an angle on the other side of the tree, we would have backed up and I wouldn't have had problems getting hooked up to water and power because I was like that far short and I had to keep on inching stuff back and almost taking out the fence to get everything back far enough to hook up. But if I would have come in at the angle,
just a weird
it would have been
sight.
perfect.
And
But it was a weird site.
Yeah, you said that was a weird setup. Well, that's why I have my get out and look around. When you get there, pick your goal, get out, look around.
Yeah. But it worked out in the end.
Yeah, we were not going to move after hooking everything up.
No,
Yeah.
nobody wants to move after getting into a spot finally. You're like, oh, there's no screw it. Let's get a hamster on a wheel. I am not moving this rig another time. I get it.
Yes.
But at least we had a nice breeze, though.
I don't know.
Yeah, we did have a nice breeze there. And if anybody is looking for a place that has really good breezes, I think the best place we have been yet was Jetty Park because of where it's oriented. It's got that cross breeze coming from the ocean. And it depends on what side you're on. I know when you guys went, you were on the side that you were packed in like snails, and we ended up being on the side that had a lot more room in between each location.
What was the place that we went to that had the beach that we were at and had the thunderstorms and stuff?
That was Dickerson.
That was Dickerson.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, Dickerson.
So there was a good breeze there. We were on the beach, though.
Yeah.
Beach-ish.
So,
Which is kind of what Jetty Park was, too.
Yeah.
We're right there.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
But, hey, welcome in,
Hello.
Anthony.
Hey.
Welcome, foolish mortals.
Thanks for coming in. So, yeah. All right. So, I know we're in camping, but it's a good time to roll the 3/4 ad because Mel and I do have a group cruise scheduled for later this year. So, take a look at this, and we'll be right back after a word from your sponsors.
Attention all adventurers and travel lovers. Are you ready to embark on the ultimate getaway? Join PK Adventure Travels for an unforgettable group cruise aboard the brand new MSC World America, a ship that redefines luxury and adventure on the high seas. This is a 7-night Caribbean cruise departing from vibrant Miami, Florida on November 22nd, 2025. Imagine spending Thanksgiving week surrounded by turquoise waters, warm sunshine, and breathtaking destinations. Here's what's in store. Explore the tropical paradise of Roatan, Honduras. Discover the stunning beauty of Costa Maya, Mexico. Dive into the vibrant culture and crystal clear waters of Cozumel, Mexico, and enjoy pure relaxation on MSC's private island, Ocean Cay, where white sand beaches and exclusive experiences await. You don't want to miss this opportunity to cruise, connect, and create memories with like-minded travelers. Whether you're looking for adventure, relaxation, or both, this cruise has it all. Spaces are limited, and this is your chance to sail with PK Adventure Travels and experience the Caribbean like never before. Call now or visit us online to reserve your spot. The countdown to your dream vacation starts now.
That's right, World America, baby. And not to toot our own horn.
Wait, we have a horn? Oh, okay.
Usually she's there, but it just never mind. You just blew everything. No.
I'm sorry, I don't have as much energy as you this week.
Right?
I didn't put like extra sugar in my Fruit Loops.
Whatever. But we locked these in at the beginning of the year, and so it's still going $300 to $400 a person. So you're looking at $600 to $800 cheaper per cabin right now, based on double occupancy. So it's Thanksgiving, so it's a holiday cruise on the World America.
Yeah, here's one of the people who's going with us. See, there.
Yes, these are one of our people who will be on there. Yes.
Yep. So,
yeah, and Ron's right. It's all about timing, and she just missed it. It just went whoosh.
Sorry, slow this week, tired this week.
Really?
But anyway, so yeah, if you want to get on board, just send us a message, and we'll get back with you.
Yep.
So, all right. So I guess the last thing, as we start to wrap this up before I close the poll out as well, so make sure you vote if you can. Yes. It's all that chicken burrito, chicken burrito, chicken burrito, burrito, burrito.
Gotta roll that R again.
Burrito, burrito, not burrito. That's me in the South. All right, I'm getting sidetracked again.
Wow.
All right, so wrapping it up is traveling with pets in the summer. So
that's all you guys. I leave my pets in a cage in the house, duct taped to a chair in their closets.
Burrito, burrito, burrito,
Burrito. Burrito. Boricua.
Yeah, well, we'll have to sing the burrito song.
Oh, God.
Because Jeremy said he wants to get that instilled in everyone's brain.
So
To leave
going in,
rent-free.
who's all going in July?
I believe
I might
is.
be there. I
Yeah.
heard.
Yes.
You might be there.
That's
what my wife tells me.
It's
She
on
got up and walked.
calendar.
She, as you can see, she's not here anymore. She got out. She walked out on the show.
Right.
Sorry, she rolled out.
Well, it should be Danny, Chet from Sea Lake Journeys. I believe it's a Cruise Life. I think will be there as well. There are a few other people. I have to look
She
at the
says she's
overall.
you guys are going.
I know.
It's Disney. You can't
Well.
not go when it's Disney Springs, at least.
See my babies.
Anyway,
And
so we're
unfortunately-
getting digressed again. So yes, traveling with pets. We got to make sure when Peachosaurus Rex is with us that we're keeping her in mind too, because she got a fur coat on. So
All year long. I've offered to fix that for you with my buzzers many
She's
times.
got her nice haircut now.
she got her
Yeah.
buzz cut for the summer so far.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm talking about dipping her in there,
Yep.
like the cat from Austin Powers.
Oh,
But what we do with that is, again, make sure that we have the fans going when she's outside, so it's at the level to where if she's sitting out there with us, she's got that cold breeze coming. We also make sure that we have plenty of water for her so she can continue to hydrate as well.
right. And you just gotta watch your little posies too, because if the surface is really hot, you gotta make sure you don't burn her little.
Yeah, if we're near a place, for instance, there are some parks out there that do have a lot of asphalt and stuff like that. And so, yeah, we've got to make sure that we're being careful and keep in mind, especially if there's no shade, that asphalt's going to be blazing hot. So we make sure that the leash that she's on or wherever we're oriented, it's not long enough for her to get out on that asphalt wandering around the
what
site.
day in July? I can't find it because my iPhone is being used.
I want to
as a
say
camera.
July 27th, I want to say, or somewhere.
Yeah.
around
Oh, it's on a Sunday.
Yeah, it's a Sunday.
Yeah, it's a Sunday.
Eddie,
Was
that's
Sunday.
why I couldn't find it. Yeah, so July 27th
27th.
at Disney Springs, Eddie.
Yeah, roughly 1 to 3 p.m. I think is the timeline.
Somewhere in the vicinity of the Orange Garage because it's by the Polite Pig, right?
We haven't 100% decided where we're going. I think we were thinking of Earl of Sandwich, but then we started mentioning that it is going to be in the middle of July.
That's rough over there.
And we were thinking at first to grab it and then go find a place to sit outside, but it might be a little too warm or pop-up showers like there are. So
Yes.
we might be looking to figure out when we get a little closer if there's another place that's not, crazy expensive, because we know some of those places there are pretty price taggage.
Yeah.
I don't know why you use the term some. All
Yeah.
of those places there come with the Disney
Yeah.
price.
Yep. So yeah, we were talking about somewhere inside. I know there's
T-Rex, right? Or no, that what's
T-Rex.
T-Rex is still there.
What's it?
Rainforest is still there. We were also looking.
It's so loud in there. You can't hear anything.
there's a
what?
sports- yeah. But there's a sports bar place that's there too, and then there's another like fried chicken place. So that are 2 stars instead of 4 stars as far as
You mean
price tag.
$2 signs instead of
Yeah,
$4.
$2 signs. Yes,
We haven't been in a while. There's probably some other stuff.
Yeah, I'm sure.
it's been a little bit, but
I mean, I
All right, so-
it's always good for Pokemon there.
yep. So back to Peachy. So the other thing we do is if we are going out somewhere for a little bit, we make sure again that she's got plenty of water. So what we have is we have one of those I think it's a half gallon though, right? Half gallon water.
Oh, I have exercised the last time.
Yeah.
I tried to fill it up before we go. It didn't work out last time because we were on the road like this. And it ended up going everywhere. So when we came, everything was wet in the camper.
Yep, absolutely. We got a few other people that have snuck in here.
Yeah.
So we have Mason. Wait, is
Whoa.
that Mason?
Is that
Is
Our
that
Mason?
is that our Mason?
I don't know.
Or is that a different Mason?
I don't know.
I don't know.
We have to see. And then we have Vicky.
Oh, hey, Vicky.
You're falling down on all your
I'm
stuff.
sorry. You moved the buttons around. Hold on.
All the green ones are there.
I haven't done this one yet.
It is. It is Mason, but it's not Mason. It's Desi, our pride and joy.
Oh, okay.
Wow. Not even married and she's already got his passwords for stuff? Damn.
Well, that's getting rectified next May. Actually, about a year from now.
Yes.
What? His passwords in May?
Actually, almost. Like
It's May
almost
1st, so
Yeah.
we're just about a year away, like a little over a year away.
a year and a couple days.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Year and a day, maybe.
Yeah,
I gotta find somewhere to camp out there for that.
I know.
Oh, us too.
We do too. I haven't looked yet,
No.
but there she goes. It's a year tomorrow, May
Aw.
2nd. My daughter will be hitched.
Hitched.
So
Not
make
good.
sure. I was gonna say. So I'm just gonna go ahead and put it out there. Make sure you join the channel, be a member. It's only $2.99 a month. I need to pay for a $20,000, $28,000, $30,000 wedding.
We
I
need
know
to
the number gets bigger every time.
I need a bunch of super chats. So yeah, just do that because I'll be poor.
You know what? Don't even bother. Just put cash in an envelope and mail it to us directly.
There you go. Cash an envelope, mail it to me. Hey, I'll send you a sticker. I will
That's
send
right.
you a sticker.
Yep. Be sure to send us a self-addressed stamp envelope with postage paid for us to send you that sticker.
Oh my gosh.
Maybe we can do
All right.
postcard. Put the sticker on the postcard and send it.
All right, let's go in here and let's go ahead and close out the
Oh,
poll.
snap. Glad we have boys. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, in today's society, the overall cost of what the wedding truly is going to be is not bad considering inflation and where we are now. If I compare it to what Mel and I spent back in the day, my head about explodes because it's easily 4 to 4.5 times what we spent to get married. But we got a lot of stuff complimentary. Membership at the church, so we did it at the church, the wedding venue.
You're getting sidetracked again.
Yeah, my dad had hookups at the college he worked at that had a convention center, so we got the convention center for free. He knew the caterer, so all we had to do was pay for the food and throw like $100 at her to cook it up for us. But I digress. So let's close out this poll and let's see what everybody has said on how they deal with the heat.
I know.
All right. So again, the question was, how do you stay cool camping in the summer? So 50% of our votes was RV with the AC, baby.
Yep.
It's my number one choice, especially because I tend to work when we're on our trips. So it's much more convenient to sit inside on my laptop and work than it is to do that outside. That's
definitely. So next up was don't camp in the summer. Just boop, done.
Or go camp in a different state.
Yep.
Well,
Or go camp where it's cold. Yeah. So
I said there are other camping channel YouTube channels that I follow, and you're right. They're talking about May being the end of their camping season, until the fall, and I'm like, things are just getting started here, Genesee. I don't know what they're talking about. So there are definitely who just don't camp in the summer. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Coming in third place is the portable fan. So bringing that with you. And surprisingly, only 11% voted on drinking frozen margaritas on a regular basis.
Oh, so Christine. Christine, who voted in her own poll.
Right. See what Danny has here. She's talking about wedding too. So wedding for Big Bro is $10,000. You're going to be 150 people, 100 of friends, 30 of her family, 20 of our fams. Yeah.
Yep.
I think ours is capped at 150 as well.
125, I think.
Or 125. Yeah. And like 30 plus are like wedding party and stuff, bride and groom parents. And then the rest are, guests that are all Desi for the most part. So, hey, welcome in, Mel Run. Thanks for listening while you work.
Welcome to the party, pal.
Hey, no whistling on deck, sir.
That's true. No whistling on deck because that's an evil omen.
Yeah, it's an evil cruise omen. That's right.
Yep. That's right. Yeah, he's technically in town for that. That's right. That's right.
By the way, if you don't know what we're talking about with the not whistling on deck, check out our previous episode where we talked about ship superstitions.
Yes. Very good. Very good. Yep. Yeah, Larry, don't camp in the tent in the rainy season. Yes.
Yep.
Or try to go to the bathroom and then try to run away from an alligator. Who was that? Who was running away from an alligator? That was your dad, right? They were rough camping, like rough camping. Yeah, and that alligator came up and said, "Hey, you're taking a pee in my nest. Get out of here." Yeah, right.
All righty. Well, our hour is about up.
Yep. I don't want to step on toes. So coming up next, I believe we have Cruising on the High Seas and Travel, I think, has something next. And then we've got Thursday Trivia or Throwback Thursday Trivia with Scott, the Wonder host at 9 p.m.
Yeah, and that way...
He's in makeup right now. That's why he's not here. He's in makeup.
No, he's up there fine-tuning your blackmail video.
He's in the green room.
Yes. But anyway, thank you guys so much for stopping by. We will see you next Thursday. Mel and I are heading out this weekend to Miami. We are going to be able to do a travel agent whirlwind ship tour of the world America, so we can get a sneak peek to bring that to you guys before the November Gobble and Go cruise.
Yep.
So again, thank you guys so much. Have a wonderful evening, and we will see you next time on
Scenic.
Bye, everybody.